Hey everyone, this is Battery Blade and welcome to another video. In this video, I'm going to be going over everything you need to know about getting your Chevrolet Bolt a software update that allows it to charge on a Tesla Supercharger. First of all, this video is mainly targeted at 2019 to 2020 Chevrolet Bolt model years, especially because Chevrolet doesn't really make it clear if your Chevrolet Bolt can charge on Tesla Superchargers or not. Supposedly they'll send you an email, but not everyone gets them, and it's almost impossible to find the correct bulletin number, and unless you have that bulletin number, it's impossible to get your update installed by the dealership unless they really handle a lot of electric vehicles. But my dealership here, I've seen plenty of Chevrolet Bolts parked in their parking lot, and they had no clue what I was talking about when I came in for the update. So after watching this video, you'll know exactly how to get the update and what my experience was like here at my local Chevrolet dealership. And of course, I'll share you the bulletin number. It will also be in my description too and on screen during the part. So if you hate listening to me talk, then make sure you can just look in the description and get your bulletin number and you'll probably be fine. Or if you do like watching my videos, I'd really appreciate it if you'd like and subscribe, because I'm just a small YouTube channel who is really passionate about electric vehicles and what I do. So I'd really appreciate it, trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. But mine's a 2019 Chevrolet Bolt, and most 2019 and 2020 Chevrolet Bolts may need this software update. If you're not in that range, you probably don't need the software update, but I would still recommend getting it anyways, as you don't want to be low on battery pulling up to a Tesla Supercharger station only to find out your Chevrolet Bolt isn't compatible. And that's why I made sure I got my update at my local dealership. Really, after you have the bulletin number, you just have to go to your service center, and you might think, does this cost any money? And I was always told it was free, but then when the service agent's like, oh yeah, let me look this up to make sure it's part of your warranty, I got a little bit worried. I'm like, oh dang, do I have to pay for a software update? But no, luckily after it was done, or before they did it, they told me, oh yeah, it is part of your warranty after plugging into the OEM port on my Bolt. They were able to look on my VIN and see, yes, this is a free update, and I was able to get my software update. Now this update, it took them hour and 40 minutes to install. I sat in the waiting room, which it really wasn't that bad. They had nice coffee, so I don't really mind it that much, but it's still kind of crazy like that Teslas or even my Ford F-150 Lightning gets over-the-air software update, and this update that Chevrolet has is like a secret update that you have to search the back of the internet to find the bulletin number for the service. And the agent literally told me, I've been in the service center for 15 years, I've never heard of such an update. But I was like, for real man, I know what I'm talking about. Give me a few minutes to try to find this. Now, I've gotten comments in the past, and I can already feel comments on this video saying, hey, why on earth would I ever want to charge on a Tesla Supercharging station? I'm a Chevy owner because I hate Elon Musk or I hate Teslas. Why would I want to support them? Well, the quick answer is Tesla Supercharging stations, there's a lot of them, and there's 12,000 of them open to non-Tesla EVs, which is a huge network and almost like doubles your charging capacity, like doubles the amount of charging stations you can find that you can charge on. So it's just like, why wouldn't you want to double the amount of chargers you can charge on? And also, they're one of the most reliable networks out there. I've charged on EVgo, Electrify America, every charging station imaginable, Shell, and they all, frankly, aren't that good. Like, there's a lot of times that you plug in and you can't get the charging station to work or start, and you have to move stalls 100 times. Tesla Superchargers, even for non-Tesla EVs, like on my F-150 Lightning, they always work. And that's why it's so important to make sure you have the software update on your Chevrolet Bolt if it's 2019 or 2020. I know the newer Bolts don't need this update. I'm not sure about the 2018 and 2017 Bolts. I didn't really look that up because I don't own one of those. And the couldn't ask the dealership in there because they already knew less than me. So I'm really not sure. I'm sorry that I don't know that information. I really hope you guys can charge on the supercharging networks. Maybe look that up or try to get this update installed. Or maybe 2017 and 28 Bolts have better software than a 2019 Chevrolet Bolt somehow, and they're just already compatible with the supercharging network. I'm not really sure, but this was my Chevrolet Bolt software update experience at my Chevrolet dealership. I went to the dealership, got mine software updated because mine's a 2019 model, and some of those need it. And the bulletin number was really hard to find, but luckily I found it on Reddit. I'll share it on the screen and in the link description. And now I plugged in, and you can see the Chevrolet Bolt is, I don't know, not turned on.
Fast charging.
Complete in 15 minutes. Okay, that's cool. And you can see if I turn on the car, right now we're charging at 38 kilowatts, which is perfectly normal for a Chevrolet Bolt. They can charge at a maximum of 55, and we're high stated charge, so perfectly normal. But the Chevrolet Bolt works just fine on the Tesla Supercharger stations. You can find which charging stations can charge your non-Tesla vehicle using the Chevrolet app, or in your Tesla app, you can click on that charge your non-Tesla EV and check out all the stations. And some of them don't require a CCS adapter, and then some of them will tell you, and they will require a NACS to CCS adapter. You can use any NACS to CCS adapter. It doesn't have to be the one that Tesla sells or GM sells, which is kind of overpriced in my opinion. I'll have the link to this one in the description. I really like it. So those aren't too expensive. They're around $150-ish to like $250 for like the official ones. So it's definitely something you're gonna need if you want to charge your Chevrolet Bolt on more than the Magic Dock stations, because there's very few Tesla stations that actually have built-in adapters. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you found it helpful. I certainly wish I had watched a video and knew about this bulletin number before I came here, but I hope I can help you guys out, and all the necessary information's gonna be in my video description. I'll also have links to 2 Tesla Supercharger adapters I do use and I've tested out and like. But I hope you all enjoyed the video, found it useful. Please like and subscribe if you want to see more EV content. I would really appreciate it. I'm just a small channel trying to get to 1,000 subscribers right now. And if you have any questions, leave a comment down below. I always read, so I really appreciate it. See y'all later. Goodbye.